Om Sri Lakshmi Narsimhaya Namaha, Valmiki Ramayana, Aranya Kanda, Chapter 47. Sita tells Ravana about herself. Summary. The debate of Sita and Ravana has started as Ravana wished to woo Sita. In the first instance, Sita believes him to be a Vedic Brahmana but insists to know about him. Ravana reveals his identity and asks her to become his wife. Thereupon, she goes into a frenzied state and brainstorms Ravana in all her curtness. Chapter 47 in detail. When Ravana, whose intention is to abduct her, has enquired thus, then on the basis of his Brahman mane, Sita informed about herself on her own. Thinking briefly that he is a Brahman and an untimely guest, he will indeed curse me if he is not replied. Sita spoke this sentence, I am the daughter of noble soul Janaka, the king of Mithila. By name I am Sita, and the dear wife and queen of Rama. Let safety betide you. On residing in the residence of Ikshvakus in Ayodhya for 12 years, I was in sumptuosity of all cherishes while relishing all humanly prosperities. In the 13th year, the lordly king Dashratha deliberated together with his imperial ministers to anoint Rama as crown prince of Ayodhya. When Raghava's anointment was being organized, my venerable mother-in-law, known as Keki, begged her husband Dashratha for a boon. Restraining my voracious father-in-law by a good deed once done by her in his respect, Keki besought two boons from him, namely expatriation of my husband and anointment of her son Bharata. If Rama is anointed now, come what may, I will not eat, sleep or drink, and my life ends this way. Thus Keki was adamant, and the king and my father-in-law entreated her, who is nagging with meaningful richness, but she did not make good on that entreaty. My great resplendent husband, who was of 25 years of age at the time, and to me 18 years are reckoned up from my birth. Rama thus, he is exalted in the words, an unambiguous, unblemished, unsullied one, and a broad-eyed, ambidextrous one, who delights in bringing universal welfare is my husband. But Rama's father Dashratha was lovesick for Keki, and to fulfill her desired aspiration, that great king did not anoint Rama. When Rama arrived in the presence of his father, Keki readily and decidedly spoke these words to my husband. What your father has proclaimed, O Raghava, that may be heard from me, he said. Let this thornless kingdom be accorded to Bharata. And you, O Kakaushtarama, indeed have to inhabit the forest for 9 plus 5 years. Hence, you repair to forest and redeem your father from the remorse of perjury. As an unfearing one from any quarter and as a resolute one in his pledge, my husband Rama said, so be it, to Keki and followed her dictate. My husband is even more a renderer, but not a recipient, and forever he speaks truth and not the untruth. Least of all, O Brahman, this is the unalterable and unsurpassed vow of Rama. One known as Lakshmana is such a Rama's brother from another mother, and he is a valorous one, tigerly man, and an eliminator of enemies in war. He who is known as Lakshmana, a follower of virtue and steadfast in his commitment, followed Rama handling his bow as a helpmate when Rama was proceeding to forest along with me. Because Rama always abides in probity and resolutely vowed to it, he entered Dandaka forest in the aspect of a tufty-haired saint, along with me and his brother. Such as we are, O eminent Brahmana, we three are moving about the impenetrable Dandaka forest just by our own mettle, and we fell down from kingdom owing to Keki. Be comfortable for a moment. Here it is possible for you to make a sojourn, and soon my husband will be coming on taking plentiful forest produce, and on killing deers, mongoose, wild boars, he fetches meat a plenty. Such as you are, O Brahman, you may make mention of your name, parentage, and caste in their actuality. For what reason you are wandering in Dandaka forest lonesomely. Thus Sita questioned Ravana. Ravana, the great mighty king of demons, brusquely replied, Sita, the wife of Rama, while she is still speaking in this way, O Sita, of whom all the worlds composed of gods, demons, and humans are highly startled, I am the sovereign of hosts of demons, known as Ravana. On seeing you, O impeccable one, glittering with golden complexion and attired in ochre silks, I derive no pleasure in my wives. You become my prime queen above all the choicest women with superior status, whom I have appropriated from here and there. Nestled on mountain top, my great city known as Lanka is there in the midst of an ocean, and all over encompassed by an ocean. O Sita, there you can saunter in pleasure gardens along with me, and O lady, with resentment, you will not think back to this forest living at all events. O Sita, if you become a wife, 5,000 handmaidens adorned with ornaments of every description will be in your attendance. Thus Ravana said to Sita. When Ravana said in this way, Sita, the daughter of Janaka, a flawless one by her physique, dishonored and replied, the demon, I have vowed to adhere to such a husband, Rama, who is inflexible like a sturdy mountain, comparable to Lord Indra, unshakable like a vast ocean. He who is enriched with all endowments, and who is like a banyan tree with its circularity, that high-minded one with truthfulness alone is his target, and I am vowed to adhere to such a Rama. He who is ambidextrous, broad-chested, supreme among men, and a lion-like person, with the strides of prancing lion, and I am vowed to adhere to such a Rama. He who is valiant one, with a face like that of a full moon, a prince with his self-conquered, and he who is expressly acclaimed and effectively armed, I am vowed to adhere to such a Rama. You being a fox, you woo me, who are absolutely inaccessible, loneless. Why wooing it? Is impossible for you to touch me as with the untouchable shine of the sun. You who are an ill-famed demon, O demon, by your wooing the dear wife of Raghava, thus you may be visualizing many golden trees, undeniably. Do you wish to twitch fangs from the mouth of ravenous lion, the expeditious challengers of animals, and from the mouth of rebounding venomous serpents? Do you wish to steal away the massive Mandara mountain by the sleight of your hand? And how do you wish to decamp healthily without consuming lethal poison? If you wish to override the dear wife of Raghava, then it is as good as wishing to deeply scrape your eyes with needle point and licking the razor blade with your tongue. You who wish to bitterly intimidate the dear wife of Rama are as good as the one who wished to swim an ocean arraying a boulder around his neck, and with a pair of hands you wish to steal away both the sun and moon. You who wish to abduct me with an auspicious legend as the wife of Rama, thus you wish to steal away a glowing fire in a cloth bundle, though evincing it to be highly flaming. You who wish to override the befitting and self-same wife of Rama are wishing to tread on the needle-sharp spikes of iron spears. Which odds are there between a lion and a fox in a given forest? Which odds are there between a turbid rivulet and an ocean? And which odds are there between a fine wine and sour gruel? Likewise, you are also at odds with the son of Dashrata. Which imparity is there among the metals of gold and lead? Which imparity is there among the waters of sandalwood and sewage? Which imparity is there between an elephant and a wild cat of forest? Such an imparity exists between you and the son of Dashrata. Which dissimilarity obtains betwixt a cow and an eagle? Which dissimilarity obtains betwixt a waterfowl and a peacock? Which dissimilarity obtains between a swan and a falcon living in the forest? Such dissimilarity obtains between you and the son of Dashrata. Even if you steal me away now, later when Indra, similar Rama, possessed himself with his bow and arrows in hand on the battlefield, you cannot live on. And in the meanwhile, you cannot digest me, as with a diamond swallowed along with a fly. Thus Sita gave her vent to her disdainful feeling towards Ravana. On speaking these sentences with high-strung words, with all her unsullied intentions to that high-sullied night rambler Ravana, her fragile body trembled tormently as with a banana plant upheaved by gust. On closely marking Sita to be tremulous, he that Ravana, whose impetus is death, similar, clearly informed her of his name, caste, competency, and capability, as his purpose is to cause care. Thus, this is the 47th chapter in Aranya Kanda Valmiki Ramayana, the first epic poem of India. Sri Moola Rama Vijayate. Om Sri Krishnarpanamastu.